the journey of love on his path from our longing to meet him. A journey is not like our journeys. It is a journey for a great man whose passion and longing for humanity from creation has melted away, so that every precious is a sacrifice for the precious one. Why did Hajj Ibrahim insist on marrying his unity Zainab from the young, simple, struggling Ja'far? What is the secret behind Ja'far's silence and his acceptance of the Zainab estrangement with him? Will Zainab's stubbornness and anger continue, or would the graft her parents change her? From the inspiration of Arba'in, and inspired by the hair secret of the million strong Hussein visit, I present to you his novel, the story of humanity that has grown on the path of Hussein, peace upon him. The story of Ja'far and Zainab. What a tough decision Zainab's father made. His daughter married a young man who worked for him, but did not agree because of her simplicity, and also because it is a matter of her hand. So she went to her aunt, who had raised her to she convinced her father, but did not succeed. So the Quran was held between them. Zainab entered her room and was angry at her night. I could not sleep. She was turning over the now and angry. And did not come out of her words except the voice of the muezzin calling for the damn bear. And he made his minions and players and stood before the Lord of the worlds. I was kicked, imprisoned, and wept, raised her hand and torn away. I asked God Almighty to give her a torrent, also to come out of this imprisonment. Hajj Ibrahim decided that the wedding would take place on the Eid al-Adha, but suddenly he fell and he was taken to the hospital. Ringing the bell, the servant told Zainab that Ja'far was at the door. Zainab came and told her what happened to her father. So they went together to a hospital. When they saw her father, I shouted at you and said you are the reason to the what happened to us. The doctor is whispered and crying. Hajj a lot was strong, but it was unavoidable. Her father dying, his medical disease. Her father is the last stage of him. How do not learn? How could he hate it? Does his glass are far from him? She didn't feel the correct song her when her mother died. Her child did not know, meaning the mother's death. But today the situation is different. Loses her mother, father, and friend, and adopted her pent pain. The days that followed couples of his father only continuing the presence in his life. Of course, was putting for the date of the wedding, and Zainab did not know whether you thank God for the crying unjustly and abruptly, and entering a forbidden place with his orbs. For the first time, Zainab was able to attend the concerts from the television, and Zainab didn't attend the Husseini concerts, which were not absent even in Europe, and she was searching for them. But this year the situation changed. Since her father fell in hospital, Ja'far was at the door receiving visitors and telling Zainab how came. In the night, Zainab had her head on her gentle cufflinks, smiling the Hajj and whispering, "My beloved, my little girl, where is Ja'far?" Her joy in her father made her neglecting the meaning of his question. She below the door and opened it. Ja'far called. Al-Hajj extended his hand to join the hand of Zainab and hand of Ja'far, said and sighed in a voice. Al-Hajj whispered, "My friend Al-Hajj Muhammad has accompanied to visit Holy Shrine and agreed to take you with him at 40. Zainab exclaimed. But I will not leave you, Dad. Al-Hajj smiled and whispered, hear me well. You will go with your husband on the 40th trip to visit Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Go walking. You walk from Najaf to Karbala. You must obey your old father, so that may be tried journey especially for you, Zainab. But you need it. Zainab rose up. I shouted, how can I leave you, oh father? The father sent in this drive and will rearrange your papers, goals, your choices. Your life will change. You must go. The days following Hajj day were the most hardest on Zainab, consolation the loneliness. As the Ja'far he was touring around and not approaching, and he respected her grief. The date of the 40 is nearing, and Zainab soars with her grief. He felt very ashamed to remember her with her stranger trouble. At the same time, he could not forget that this trouble was the last wall of the Hajj Ibrahim. As so on, he didn't find anyone to appoint him except Aunt Zainab. Ja'far visited the aunt in her house. He was ashamed. He tells her about his visit and smiled weak. He had planned this trouble from the start, like marriage. You know, Ja'far shook his head in agreement. Aunt whispered, don't worry, I will open with her. I know how to convince her. Get ready for the trip. Ja'far went out accompanied by the invitations of the god aunt. He drove off and went back browsing the years of his life. He returned to his childhood on Abraham at the age of 5, losing his parents. In hideous accidents, his great uncle Abu Hussain embraced him, contained him. His uncle and Ja'far died at the university, leaving Uncle Abu Hussain with his incapacity to forgive a sum of money in his name. But Ja'far was rich. He received the money and didn't hesitate to go to his uncle's friend, known for charity, who runs many charitable societies. What does Ja'far want to do with the money? And to whom does he seek refuge? Hajj Ibrahim Abu Zainab was a close friend of Abu Hussain, responsible of many charities. Ja'far presented what his uncle left for Hajj and whispered, I would like to spend on charitable dates and foster orphan in my uncle's name. The Hajj Ibrahim was impressed and looked at with admiration and offered to work with him. More than God is on us. Sometimes God is the person who is the good human beings, whom God gives us our way. Likewise, Hajj Ibrahim was with regard to Ja'far. The father left, so the child Ja'far grabbed his uncle and gave him the best shelter. Now that the uncle is gone, Hajj appears to embrace the young Ja'far. It is help him to complete his career successfully, and this how to meet Ja'far for Hajj, and then told him of his illness and his desire to marry his daughter. Ja'far phone's ring. It is what the aunt welcomed her love, said she could combine Zainab to travel, and the trip began. whose voice was in using the travel to نجف الأشرف airport. Hearts trembled with the joy. A sweet smile spread on my lips. نجف الأشرف, the ancient historical city, the city of the Prince Believer Ali bin Abi Talib, peace upon him, as the future capital of the world. The passengers left the airport and didn't close their eyes, and left their souls touched with the cold holy air of Najaf. The bus moved with them. Zainab was preoccupied with the fast accelerating sense. She would like to hold these sights and to see them in their hearts forever. Ja'far approached her and whispered as he pointed to a point far away. She like gold. See Zainab, the dam of the faithful. The tears of the Zainab exploded. She raised her palm to touch the reflection of the dam on the window. Ja'far whispered, stretching his palm respectfully on his chest. Peace upon him, commander of the faithful. Zainab repeated, peace like him, with an unequated forbearance. Ja'far extended his hand to her with the handkerchief to wipe her tears. She thanked him with a quiet and written looking through the window.